Breaking news coming in from Australia in yet another Khalistani provocation. In Sydney this time, the Swaminarayan Temple there in Sydney was vandalized. As you can see, viewers, in those visuals, vandalized by clearly Khalistani slogans there. This temple, the Swaminarayan Temple in Western Sydney's Rose Hill suburb, was vandalized by supporters of the idea of Khalistan. Clearly, it has Khalistani slogans there. The temple has been desecrated just weeks after India raised the issue with Prime Minister Anthony Albanese. And joining me is senior editor of from Australia, Jai Bharadwaj, who's the editor of Australia Today. A very good morning to you, Mr. Bharadwaj. Well, it's another incident of vandalization of an Indian temple, of the Swaminarayan Temple in Sydney this time around. Your perspective, if you could tell our viewers about what's really going on, and is any action being taken by the authorities?
See, this is very clear case of Hindu hate by these Khalistan goons, if we can call them so. Why any other building is not vandalized or targeted by these Khalistanis? If they want to make a political point or they have a political view, they can go anywhere and do whatever they want to do. However, they come back to Hindu temples, they vandalize, attack them, and showcase their Hindu hate on the walls of temples, may that be Melbourne, may that be Brisbane, or now in Sydney. These communities, these Hindu communities, especially the Baptist Swaminarayan communities, are very, very, very peaceful. I mean, they don't harm even the insects. You can think how their understanding is of humans. So the respect for every living being is highest for them. Now these Khalistani goons come in the night, vandalize their temples. They want to instill the fear in the minds of the devotees who attend these temples that you are not safe. If you visit these temples, then you have to abide by the rules or the whatever terms these Khalistanis are trying to draw. So this is the message by what they have done last night. I'm told that it was done between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. Now comes the authorities. New South Wales authorities have kind of taken prompt action. At least for now, New South Wales police has arrived on the scene very quickly. 7 a.m. around, they were called and they came within minutes there, and I have collected CCTV footage from temple authorities. One of the member of parliament has also arrived at temple, and he told us that this act is not acceptable in this time and age. In Australia, every religious place should be sacred, and nobody should be allowed to behave the way Khalistani goons have allowed. Now, there is one more aspect to this attack, which is different from the previous one. We were time and again were asked that how do you know these acts are done by Khalistanis? This time, Khalistani goons have not left any doubt right now. They have put their flag on the gates of this Swaminarayan Temple and have declared that we are the people who have done it, and do whatever you can do. We are not afraid of police authorities. That's what this statement, this slogan written, Hindu hate written on these walls is telling us. I don't know what action will be taken, but if we see in the past in state of Victoria, Melbourne, it took police 42 days to release the pictures of the goons who have attacked Hindus. So this kind of apathy is a kind of putting anger, dismay into Hindu community here in, may it be New South Wales or Queensland or Victoria.
Well, many thanks, Jai Bharadwaj, for joining us there and for putting that into perspective. So, well, a huge shocker from Sydney this time around in Australia. It's another incident of vandalization, and as our guest just told us from Australia, that's Jai Bharadwaj, editor of Australia Today, that it's the Khalistanis have clearly taken responsibility for this act of vandalism because they've painted their flag on the walls of this Swaminarayan Temple in Sydney. Many thanks, Jai Bharadwaj, once again.